Hey everyone, it's Eden Heath here. So today we're going to be doing a vinyasa flow. We're going to be focusing mainly on the core strength, building up that core so we can focus on getting into a lot of balancing postures, sort of the asana, i.e. crow pose, or headstand, forearm balance, blah 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 blah. Let's just get to it. If you want to start, kneeling position. So if you find this uncomfortable, you can sit cross-legged. However, I would prefer you to sit this way, but like I say, I can't see you, so do whatever. So we're going to sit out here or cross-legged, spine tall all the way up to the ceiling, not decompressing in the lower back, we're not rounding down. Chest is proud, shoulders roll back, hands placed on the knees with arms straight. If you sat cross-legged, just have the fingertips resting on the ground, so we're extending the spine, lifting up to the sky. Taking a deep inhale here. Feeling the chest all the way up to the collarbones. And then as we exhale, shoulder blades draw down the back. Shoulders soften. And just let that chin gently drop towards the chest ever so slightly. Gazing towards the ground, or if it's comfortable, closing the eyes. Another deep inhale here. And exhale. Trying to concentrate on the breathing here. Just giving yourself a few moments to arrive at the practice today. Just remembering that for the next 45 minutes or so, the only things that really matter are the here and now, present moment. Thoughts begin to wander, just bringing yourself back to focusing on that breathing, acknowledging the thoughts, and then fade away. So easy to get caught up in all the plans that you have, all the problems and issues in the world. But at this moment in time, it's the perfect opportunity to just focus on what really matters and living in the present moment, taking life day by day, minute by minute. Taking another deep inhale, really deep in the breath now, balloon in the belly, filling up into the middle lungs, into the upper lungs, all the way up to the collarbones, taking the biggest breath you've taken all day. And exhale, release all that tension, that stress, that worry. On the next inhale, slowly open the eyes. Lifting the gaze, rolling the shoulders back a few times, feeling a little more at peace and ready for practice. So when you're ready, we're just going to bring the palms out front, body weight pull forward. As always, stacking those knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders for our tabletop position, neutral spine. Gently gazing in between the palms. And just really pushing up through those palms. Tops of feet engage with the ground. Just taking a couple of deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, we're just tucking those toes on the feet. Toes towards the mat. Taking an inhale. Lifting those knees off the ground, tightening the body, tightening the core, pushing up through the palms. And exhale to release, tops of the feet on the mat. We'll do 2 more times with that one. So tucking the toes on the feet, deep inhale, lifting the knees, tightening the body, body strong, core tight, breathing deeply. Focusing on the breath. And trying to keep an element of stillness in the body. Exhale, lower the knees, tops of the feet on the mat. Couple of cleansing breaths, letting the belly relax here. And then one last time, tucking the toes. Inhale, lift the knees, pushing up through the palms, tighten the body, body strong, core tight. Pushing up through the hands. And exhale to release, tops of the feet on the mat. We're just going to inhale, we're just going to lift this left leg up. Oh, careful if you've got any plants behind you. Right arm extends out front, so fingertips are stretching towards the front of the room. Foot is kicking back towards the back. Balancing in between that left hand and that right leg. Foot flexed. Fingers extending forward, energy pouring out of both directions. Stretching the body 2 different ways. And then exhale, placing that palm and the knee towards the ground. Do the same again on the opposite side. So as we inhale, that right leg lifts up, kicks back. Left leg lifts, left arm lifts forward. Fingertips reaching toward the front, leg kicking back. Body stretching in opposite directions. Feeling that stretch through the core into opposite edges of the body. Breathing deeply, finding stillness, and exhale to release. Just bringing those toes together, knees as wide as the mat, pushing the bum down towards the heels, palms walk forward, forehead to the ground, and child's pose. Taking a few deep inhalations, really ballooning that stomach between the thighs. And as you exhale, the body softens, melting into the ground. Hips moving towards heels, shoulders relax. And breathe. Bring the belly in towards the spine, and then just pushing forward, body weight pulls into the hands. Just getting that position back in the tabletop, so palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, feet in line with the knees, tops of feet towards the ground, neutral spine, looking forward. This time that left leg kicks back as we inhale, right arm stretches forward, energy pouring out of opposite directions. Breathing deeply here, tighten the core, and then if we can, we're bending that left leg, and just bring this right arm behind to grab the top of the foot. So look over that right shoulder, foot kicking into the hand pulling onto the foot. Twisting the body round, pushing up through that left hand, balancing in the knee. Exhale to release, hand stretches forward, leg kicks back, palm to the ground, knee to the ground. And again, this is the same side. So this time as we inhale, the right leg kicks back and extends. Left arm up and forward. Stretching forward, kicking back, pulling the body in opposite directions. If you can, bending that right knee, stretching that left hand back to grab the top of the foot. Foot's kicking into the hand, hand pulling on the foot, twisting the body, feeling that stretch in the hip. Breathing deeply. Exhale, stretching back. And release, palms to ground, tabletop position. Toes come together, knees wide. Exhale, push the hips back into the heels. Forehead to the ground. Palms outstretched past the head. Child's pose, balasana. Breathing deeply here. Letting the body rest and restore. Two more deep breaths here. Expanding the belly, soften the shoulders, make sure holding no tension in the jaw, in the face. Body weight, pause forward as you inhale, pushing up tabletop position. Feet in line with the knees. Just going to tuck the toes on the feet, and as we inhale, we lift the knees, tighten the core, push the body back, hips up towards the ceiling, pushing up through the palms, upper arms rotating outwards, so elbows are towards the front of the room. Bending the knees as much as you need to here to get those hips high, and then just gently walking, heel down, alternating the heels as we're stretching through the heels, through the calves, up through the hamstrings into the hips. Really trying to elongate that spine for a downward facing dog. Create as much movement here as you like. And then when you're ready, again, pushing up through those palms. Ears in line with the arms. And then we're just going to inhale, lift that right toe, toes point towards the back of the room. And if you can, lifting up onto the ball of the left foot. And as we exhale, we're rounding that knee in towards the forehead, rounding through the spine. Inhale, pushing back, toes point, pushing up through those palms. Exhale to round, forehead to knee. One last hand, inhale, stretching back, kicking back. And exhale through forehead to the knee. Back to downward facing dog. Pushing heels towards the ground. Inhale, left toes lift, point towards the back of the room. And then exhale, rounding through, knee to forehead, rounding through the spine, shifting body weight forward. Exhale, kicking back, toes back. Rounding forehead to knee. Inhale, toes back, stretching backwards, legs pulling up towards the ceiling. And release, downward facing dog, dropping towards the knees. You can bring the knees a bit closer this time. We're just going to push the hips towards the heels. Forehead to the ground. Arms in line with the body, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Letting shoulders relax. Breathing deeply here. Child's pose. Draw the navel in towards the belly. Slowly rounding up through the spine as you inhale, stacking the spine on top of each other. Head, the last part of the body to reach the top. Shoulders roll back. Palms move forward, body pulls forward. Tabletop position. Tucking the toes. Inhale, lifting up, pushing back. Downward facing dog. Breathing deeply here. Exhale. Inhale, look, right toes lift. And exhale, you round through, placing that foot in between the palms. Dropping the left knee towards the ground for a low lunge. Just going to bring that left hand next to the right. Really pushing those hips down towards the mat. And then we're just going to inhale, stretch that right fingers up towards the ceiling. Easy twist. Exhale, back down, palm to the ground. Inhale, sliding hand up the leg. Fingertips towards the ceiling. And exhale, back down. Right hand slides down the leg, palm to the ground. One last time. Inhale, slide those right fingers up the calf, past the chest, up towards the ceiling. Easy twist. Breathing deeply, chin towards the shoulder to look to the fingers. And exhale to release. Tucking the toes on the left leg, knee up, stepping back, high plank. Pushing back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes lift. And then exhale, rounding through the spine, placing that foot in between the palms. Right knee drops, top of the foot on the mat. Right hand on the inside, the left foot. And then as you inhale, sliding that left hand up the calf, past the chest, past the arm, up towards the ceiling. Easy twist. And exhale, sliding back down, palm to the ground. Inhale, sliding up, fingers go past the calf, past the chest, up to the ceiling, fingers stretch. Easy twist. Chin towards the shoulder. And exhale, back the way you came. Low lunge. One last time. Inhale, sliding up. Making movements slow and precise. Feeling into every inch. Fingertips stretch up. Sending energy towards the sky. And then exhale with control back down. Fingers towards the ground. Tucking the toes on that right knee, on the right leg, lifting the knee. Stepping back, high plank. And then exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, and the body to the ground. Inhale, heart center pushes forward, upward facing dog. And exhale, pushing back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, toes point towards the back of the room. And then exhale, rounding through. Foot between the palms. We're going to stay on the ball of the left foot, so on the widest part of the foot. Keeping that back leg straight and engaged. Bending into the right knee, knee stacked up over the ankle. Hands come to heart center, prayer position. Palms lightly pressing together. As you inhale, lifting the front of the body. Pubic bone lifts up towards the chin. Really lifting up, pushing through the ground from the feet. Chest proud, up towards the ceiling. Just checking in with the legs, back legs completely straight. Bending into that right knee. And then inhale, hands through the head. Palms separate, shoulder distance apart, shoulders relax. Make sure that left hip's forward. From the side, both hips are in one line. Exhale, hands through the head. to heart center. Join this up with the breathing, so as we inhale, they come through the head to separate, shoulder distance apart. Exhale, palms together, through the head, heart center. One last time, inhale, and exhale. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, shoulders roll back, chest moves forward. Open the chest, open the shoulders. Breathing deeply here. Again, left hip moves forward, right hip back, just so both hips are in one line from the side. Breathing deeply. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale to release. Hands come up above the head. Palms together through to heart center. That left leg flat, that left foot flat, 45 degrees. Still bending into that right knee. Fingertips extend front of the room to the back of the room. Shoulders pinch together, shoulders relax. To look over that right middle finger. Right knee moving back. Hips moving forward, open the hips. Feeling that stretch. Proud warrior, warrior 2. As you inhale, the chest lifts up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, shoulders soften, melting down the back. Arms strong, core engaged. Tailbone tucked under. Exhale, bring that right palm towards the ground. Windmill that left arm over, past the head to look to the fingertips. Left shoulder moves back, right shoulder forward. Stacking the shoulders on top of each other. Breathing deeply. Side angle. Utthita Parshvottanasana. Inhale, lifting up, warrior 2. Right palm towards the ceiling. Inhale, extending backwards. Reverse warrior. And exhale, palms come towards the ground, framing the foot with the hands. Stepping back, high plank. Deep inhale here, and exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Couple of deep breaths here. And inhale, left toes lift to point to the back of the room. Exhale, rounding through, knee to forehead, placing that foot between the palms. Back leg engaged and strong. On the ball of the foot, so widest part of the foot, just bringing those palms lightly pressing together, heart center. Left knee's bent, knee stacked over ankle. And as we inhale, lift in the front of the body. Pubic bone lifts up towards the chin. Just checking in with the legs, so the back leg straight. Left leg, knee stacked on top of the ankle. Breathing into the chest, lifting up towards the ceiling. Exhale, shoulders relax. Inhale, hands come through the head to separate, shoulders distance apart. Melting down. And exhale, palms together through to heart center, matching our movement with our breath. Inhale, through the head, palms separate, shoulders soften. To exhale, hands push together, through to heart center. One last one. Inhale, hands through the head, palms separate, shoulders soften, and immediately extend those arms behind the back, interlacing fingers, shoulders roll back, chest moves forward. Just checking in with the hips, moving that right hip forward, left hip back, both hips in one line from the side. Heart chakra open towards the front, receiving energy. Breathing deeply, feeling strong. For 1, 2, hip bones are lifting towards the chin. 3, right leg engaged and strong. 4, and 5, releasing the hands. Inhale as they come up above the heads, palms pressed together as we exhale through to heart center. Right leg 45 degrees, still bending into that left knee. Hands extend in front of the room to the back of the room. Left knee moves backwards. Tailbone tucks under, hips move forward. To gaze over that left middle finger, shoulder blades pinch together. Tops of the shoulders soften away from the ears. Warrior 2. Breathing deeply into the chest, core engaged. And as you exhale, the shoulders soften, sinking down the back. Deep inhale here. And exhale, left hand on the inside of that left foot. Right arm windows over past the head. Fingertips reaching, extending, flowing. Right shoulder back, left shoulder forward, shoulders stacked on top of each other. The left palms flat to the ground, looking to the right fingertips. Pushing that left knee back with the help of the right elbow, so the right shoulder. Breathing deeply. And inhale, back to our warrior 2. Left hand, palm face towards the ceiling, and as we inhale, extending back, right palm to the right thigh. Reverse warrior. And exhale, palms to the ground to frame the foot. Stepping back, high plank. Deep inhale here. And exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down facing dog. Pushing up through the palms. Hips as high as possible, bending those knees as much as you need to get those hips high. Driving the heels towards the ground. Upper arms rotate out, elbows towards the front of the room. Inhale to look between the palms. And step forward. Exhale to fold, palms flat, bending into the knees. Just moving the hips from side to side. Releasing that lower back and the hips. Head hanging loose between the shoulders. Exhale, soften. And then inhale, bending into those knees, sweeping the arms up. Arms in line with the ears. Tailbone tucks under. Belly button draws in towards the spine for Utkatasana, chair pose. Leaning forward, arms in line with the ears. Shoulders away from the ears. For 1. 2, stomach in. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale to release, roll those shoulders back. A little bit of movement in the body. Should be feeling pretty knackered by now, hopefully. I know I am. So just going to bring those palms, we're going to bring the feet hip distance apart at the front of the mat. And as we inhale, just going to bring the hands above the head. Palms come together. And then if you've got any problems with the knees, you can just kneel down to come to the ground. If you're okay, we're just going to exhale. We're just going to slowly squat down. Hands come through to heart center. So we're in the squat position. It's okay if the heels are lifting up off the ground. If you can, just place something in underneath. And then just going to press the palms lightly together, pushing the knees apart. So I'll show you this way. Arms pressing against the inside of the thighs, opening the hips. Chest lifts up, moving forward. Elongate the spine. Just going to add some movement into here. So as we exhale, we bring the palms towards the ground, shifting the hips up, folding forward, straighten the legs. Inhale, lower the hips, arms into the thighs, palms together. Breathing deeply. Exhale, palms to the ground, hips lift, legs straighten, folding forward. And inhale, hips lower, arms into the thighs, palms pressed together lightly. Opening the hips. Exhale, palms to the ground one last time, folding forward, softening the lower back. And inhale, drop the hips, palms together. Chest lifts up. Arms pressing against the inner thighs. We're now going to move into another movement here. So what you're going to do, you're going to bring your palms, you're going to place those towards the ground. We're going to try Bakasana. So crow pose. Takes a lot of core strength and balance, but give it a go at home. You might be surprised what you can do. So placing the palms down to the ground. So our hands are almost becoming our feet now. So we've got the sole, which is now the palm, the heel, which is the heel of the palm as well, and then we've got the fingers, which are our toes. So we have a lot of balance in our toes, so the fingers need to be really pressed in against the ground. You can almost have a little bit of an arch in the palm, so the palm slightly lifted up, but all edges of the palm connected to the mat. We're just going to shift the body weight in towards the palms, and you can either bring the knees to the backs of the arms, or you can wrap them around the outside. I find it a lot easier to do this. And we're just going to, head comes forward, pushing into the palms, and slowly lifting one foot up, alternating the feet one at a time. Just find a balance, give them a little bit of rest whenever you need to, and just really concentrating on that movement. So, bring the body into the hands, fingers become toes, knees on backs of triceps, underneath the armpits, and then shifting forward, one toe up, until eventually we bring two toes up, lifting up, to hold, and then if we can, jumping back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Jump through, taking a seat position on the mat. And just exhale, lying down on the back. In Shavasana, dead body pose. Heels together. Arms in line with the body, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Breathing into the belly. Body absorbs all the benefits. When you're ready, bring the palms underneath the glutes, legs straight and feet together. Flex the feet. And as you inhale, just lifting the legs up to a backwards L position. Dropping the chin towards the chest, lengthening the spine on the ground. And then exhale, slowly lowering those legs down, down, down with control till about an inch from the ground. Don't let them touch the ground. To hold. Inhale, lift. Using that core strength to lift the legs up back to that backwards L. And then exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly with control. Lowering the legs down towards the ground, but never letting them touch the ground, just about an inch away. To hold, feeling that core strong and tight. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. Backwards L, and then one last time. Slowly, 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 with control, precision. 1 inch before the ground to hold for 1, 2, don't forget to breathe. 3, body shaking. 4, but still strong. 5, and release. Exhale, bring those hands from below the glutes, palms facing up, into a Shavasana, dead body pose. Breathing into the belly, ballooning the stomach up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, relax. Expelling all that dead energy and air from the body. Deep inhale, expanding the belly, ballooning the chest, filling up towards the collarbones. And as we exhale, opening the mouth, sighing into the ground to relax. Dropping the chin slightly towards the chest, neck is lengthened towards the mat. Palms facing up. Legs wide, arms wide. For our final resting posture, Shavasana, dead body pose. Thank you very much everyone for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the class. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at It's Eden Heath. If you have any more questions or if you want to have some more up-to-date daily info on yoga and bits, just what I get up to in my life, then feel free. Come say hi on Facebook, Eden Heath Yoga, and then obviously just add a comment, like the video, subscribe to me, share it with your friends, your mum, your nan, your sister, your brother, your niece, your nephew, your auntie, your uncle, your friend, your best friend's friend, your third removed cousin from your dad's side, anyone. That'd be a really great help. So enjoy the rest of lockdown, stay safe, and make sure you drink plenty of water. Enjoy, namaste.